Hello guys, I'm Kiri. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna talk about the second model in the Lamborghini history, Lamborghini 400 GT. This is very interesting model because it came in 1966, just 2 years after the first Lamborghini model, 350 GT, and on the same time with the Holy Grail Lamborghini Miura. This was the golden era for the brand because the founder Ferruccio Lamborghini invested all his money, energy and passion to build better car than Ferrari. He employed some of the best designers and engineers to make his dream. And the result is came in 1963, when the first prototype was presented at the Turin Motor Show, the model 350 GTV. Names like Gianpaolo Dallara, Giotto Biserini, Paolo Stanzani were working very hard to make the first Lamborghini ever. And the first production car came in 1964, the model 350 GT. The coupe was made by Carrozzeria Touring with V12 Biserini 3.5-liter engine and producing 280 horsepower. They made of this only 120 cars up to 1966, but on the same time, Lamborghini been working on the new model 400 GT, the car what is here in front of us today. Always there are some issues with the very first cars, that's why very quick in 1966 the new car, and actually the second Lamborghini model, came 400 GT, which is the beta version. But not only this model was presented in 1966, as well the great Lamborghini Miura, which was completely different car than this. Even we can say 400 GT was just a redesigned version of 350 GT. Of course, many changes everywhere, chassis, suspension, engine, exterior, interior, but in overall the 400 GT is very similar to design to 350 GT. So again, 400 GT came in 1966 to replace 350 GT, and here we have the same engine but enlarged to 4-liter 3929 cc, V12 engine, front longitudinally mounted, 5-speed manual gearbox, 2-door Grand Tourer Coupe, 320 horsepower compared with 280 for the early 350 GT. Because it was a GT 2+2 car, the sizes are big for these years. It's long 4 meter 470 millimeters, the wheelbase is 2 meter 550 millimeters, the car is wide 1 meter 727 millimeters and is high just 1 meter 257 millimeters. The weight is approximately 1.5 ton. They built in total 247 cars between 1966 and 1968, when the model was replaced by more modern-looking Lamborghini Islero. Like the most expensive sports cars on that time, the Lamborghini 400 GT was originally fitted with Pirelli Cinturato tires, 205 VR15 all corners. The car was a real rival to Ferrari, Maserati, Aston Martin, with this new V12 engine feeding by 6 Weber carburetors and excellent performance. Acceleration from 0 to 62 miles per hour or 100 kilometers per hour, just 6.4 seconds. And imagine this is car which is 1.5 ton, a very luxury car. And with this performance, the maximum speed 162 miles per hour or 261 kilometers per hour. And like the most of the cars on that time, it was only rear wheel drive. So the performance, I'm gonna say again, is just excellent. 0 to 100 or 62 miles per hour, 6.4 seconds, and this is 1966 with 1.5 ton car. Was expensive as well, approximately 14,000 US dollars, and back on the day you could buy 2 houses for the same amount of money. Today, the average price of Lamborghini 400 GT is approximately $500,000 US dollars. The car was very reliable, and even the engine was revving up to 7,000 RPM. But this was one of the idea of Ferruccio, to make proper, reliable car to be used for long time, not like Ferrari model by his standard. because he used to own some Ferraris in 1960s, but always they've been in the garage for repairing. And he was very unhappy because of this. And what he did, he called to Enzo Ferrari one day to tell him, your cars are not good and I'm going to make better cars than yours. So this is the story, but how we said in the beginning, he invested everything to make proper reliable car. They were very, very innovative as well, with four-wheel independent suspension, with coil spring, shock absorbers, and four hydraulic wheel disc brakes, aerodynamic body line with drag coefficient just 0.44, and good for 4 people. The touches like Borani wire wheels, wooden steering wheel, the best lavish leather interior inside, and the clocks as well, makes this car really, really beautiful piece of art. The early models, Lamborghini, like 350 GT and 400 GT, were very, very important for the new company because the rivals were already well known, Ferrari, Maserati, Aston Martin, and very famous on the tracks. So not only the engine was built in-house, but the 5-speed gearbox as well was the best ever with Porsche synchro mesh in every gear. So it was very, very smooth and bulletproof. Originally the engine output was near 400 horsepower, but Ferruccio Lamborghini and Giotto Beserini they decided to detune the power to 320 to be more comfortable for the driver and the passenger. Because imagine, back in 1966, 400 horsepower, very nervous and noisy engine on the road with 4 passengers inside. I could see them shaking like potatoes in the saucepan. And actually this Beserini engine, dated back in 1964, was used up to near year 2010 or 11, but of course updated, to the last model Lamborghini Murcielago. Well, it was enlarged to 6.5 liter, but the base of the engine was the same from Giotto Beserini. So I'm gonna say again, all these people in 1960s, they did amazing, amazing proper job. There were two versions of Lamborghini 400, 400 GT and 400 GT 2 plus 2. This particular car, what is here today, is 400 GT 2 plus 2. 400 GT is only for 2 people and is much more similar to the original, the first 350 GT by the shape, and they built just few of them, just over 20 to 21 cars. The rest of 220 cars built are 400 GT 2 plus 2. To accommodate the 2 back seats, they slightly changed the roof line with a few inches to make space for the passengers on the back seat. But again, in overall, the shape is very, very similar, and it's very hard if you are not into these cars to see the differences. Lamborghini built just 4 cars of this 400 GT in right-hand drive configuration, which makes them very, very rare. You can see here on the back 400 GT 2 plus 2. So this is, again, I'm going to say this is the 2 plus 2 version. The roof line is a little bit different, and this particular car is again a right-hand drive configuration, which is very, very rare. Just 4 cars they built in this configuration. You can see the backside of the car is very, very smooth and absolutely amazing for 1960s. The drag coefficient, 0.44, I'm going to say again, was absolutely, absolutely amazing. They were very luxurious cars as well, fitted with air conditioning, many options, and how we said before, they were very, very reliable as well. Today, it's an example in America with 250,000 miles on the clock. So can you imagine V12 Lamborghini with 250,000 miles on the clock? So really, they were built absolutely amazing back on 1960s. So what these guys did, Giotto Beserini, Ferruccio Lamborghini, of course, Paolo Dallara and Stanzani, was just great, and these cars are built to last longer. They're just amazing. All the shapes you can see here, the front side, the front wing, absolutely amazing. The aerodynamic is absolutely perfect. How we said before, the drag coefficient is 0.44, and it's very smooth. Of course, for 1963, 1964, this was just amazing. And the car is big, actually, more than 4.7 meter long, and is with V12 engine. So this drag coefficient is just amazing. You can see here the tires. In this car they are 205 R15, the Borani wire wheels, 15-inch, of course. They were top wheels back on the day. Just, I'm gonna say again, very expensive cars like Ferrari, Maserati. They were with Borani wire wheels. The front side is very aggressive, looks very aggressive with these four lights. The early versions, Lamborghini 350 GT, is with only one light on the side, a round light, but here we have two each side, so four in total. So this is the one of the difference on the exterior between 350 GT and 400 GT, and the grille as well is a little bit different than 350 GT. But I'm gonna say again, overall the car is very similar by design to 350 GT. Again, from this side, the car is stunning, and these early examples, they don't have mirrors outside, door mirrors, so just internal mirror. But this was the design from 1960s. It's amazing. From this view, the car is very cool. I'm gonna say again, I'm looking this car from every angle, and every corner is just amazing. It's very curved, and the interior as well. The door handles, they're very beautiful. Just have a look, very beautifully made. The wooden steering wheel, the interior, the leather is just lavish leather interior, very beautifully made, amazing. The gear stick as well is with wooden with wood on the top. Steering wheel, I'm gonna say again, just very beautifully made. Lots of chrome being used in this car, and you can see here the backside. The roof line of the backside is a little bit different than 400 GT, so this is 400 GT 2+2, and you can see the back window is a little bit different than, it's a little bit up than 400 GT, because to accommodate the other two passengers on the back, of course. So guys, I hope you liked the video about this very rare Lamborghini 400 GT 2+2. If you like, please subscribe my channel, and see you next time, guys. Bye.